Nowadays, an air conditioning system can be found in every car. If that air conditioning system is not installed correctly, insufficiently maintained, or not maintained at all, it may become damaged. Mechanical damage can cause metal abrasion, which then spreads throughout the entire air conditioning system, limiting its performance and finally causing it to fail altogether. The necessary parts that you need to repair this system are an air conditioning compressor, a receiver dryer, and an expansion valve, and ideally also a cabin filter. The first task is to extract the refrigerant. Then we remove the compressor and dryer from the engine compartment as well as the expansion valve, which in this case is removed via the passenger cabin. Having removed the parts, compare them with their replacements to see if these are truly identical and therefore correct. Even if only a small amount of particles are found when checking the expansion valve, you must always flush the low-pressure circuit and high-pressure circuit. To do this, the air conditioning compressor and receiver dryer must be removed. To make the flushing process easier, the old expansion valve is drilled open and refitted for the following flushing procedure. This saves you having to flush the evaporator and pipeline separately. Once the drilled valve has been refitted, the low pressure or vaporizer circuit is flushed for 25 to 30 minutes. During those 30 minutes, the cabin filter is changed and the area between the condenser and radiator is cleaned. To do this, we recommend removing either the condenser or the radiator. Completely flushing both circuits is intended to remove all of the oil from the system. That is the only way to guarantee that the system is filled with the required quantity of oil. Only around 50% of the oil is found in the compressor, 20% in the evaporator, and 10% each in the condenser, receiver dryer, and vacuum hose. Too much oil can limit the performance or can cause compressor damage as a result of oil hammering. Before installing the new compressor, it must be fully drained of oil. When doing this, it is important to turn the compressor several times by hand so as to pump out any residual oil from the cylinders. When refilling the compressor, take care to use the grade and quantity of oil specified by the vehicle manufacturer. In the case of compressors that are not permanently active, the distance between the driving plate and the pulley must be checked. The distance should be between 0.4 and 0.6 millimeters. The new compressor is now fitted. Take care to connect it to the electrical system using the correct polarity. It is also important to check the belt tensioner and the free running before fitting the drive belt. The second step involves installing the new expansion valve. And finally, the fitting of the receiver dryer. The system is then connected to the filling station in order to vaporize and extract all flushing residues during the course of a 60 to 90-minute evacuation phase. Only then can the system be filled with new refrigerant, supplemented with a contrasting agent to enable a leakage check to be carried out later using UV light. Once filling is complete, the engine is switched on and the air conditioning briefly activated and then deactivated. Repeat this procedure 3 to 5 times in order to distribute the coolant evenly throughout the system. Then, with the engine running and the air conditioning switched on, check the high pressure and low pressure. Once the operation of the condenser, ventilator and cabin blower has been checked, the system is checked for leakage using UV light or a gas sniffer. The air conditioning system in a car makes a significant contribution to passenger comfort and driving safety. Correct installation will ensure that the air conditioning system is working properly, also in your car. AVA Cooling wishes you pleasant, climate-controlled driving every time.